Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this video, I'm actually going to present a deck that I did not build myself. This is a viewer deck, this is from Makee2, and it's a Budget Dragon Zoolock. So the overall cost of this deck is just 1,600 dust, and I'm rather impressed by the deck. So the scrapping was nerfed and that charge approach wasn't working that well anymore. What I did, I went for the Galakrond direction, okay, trying to work with Galakrond, and working with Galakrond means that it's hard to fit in Hand of Gul'dan, because then it's hard to discard Hand of Gul'dan for that card draw reliably. What Makee has done with this deck is that he has went with dragons, because there are some rather impressive dragon and dragon synergy cards available for Warlock, like Netherbreath, deal 2 damage, if you're holding a dragon deal 4 damage with lifesteal instead. Netherbreath can be used to control the board and it can also go face. And Graced Netherwing, 5 mana 5/5, battlecry if you're holding a dragon deal 3 damage to all other characters. So obviously both of these are extremely powerful cards. But can they really be used in a zoo deck? That's something that I hadn't really thought possible, but after playing this deck it seems that it is actually possible. The deck is a discard zoo deck, so the core package: Imprisoned Scrap Imp, Hand of Gul'dan, then cards that discard Hand of Gul'dan, namely the Expired Merchant and the Nightshade Matron, form the core of the deck. So when you mulligan with this deck, you mulligan for the Scrap Imp and you mulligan for the Hand of Gul'dan. If you have Hand of Gul'dan, then you want to keep Merchant or Nightshade Matron in order to discard that. And if you fail to find your Scrap Imp, then you just play a regular game, try to get on the board on 1, try to improve your board presence on 2, just go from there, just usual stuff. But what the deck does a little bit different is of course the dragon package. There are 6 dragons in the deck, there's 2 copies of Fairy Dragon, 2 copies of Evasive Faewing and 2 copies of Graced Netherwing. And having just 6 dragons is something that I was very wary of originally, but after playing this deck for a while it does seem to work. I would love to have 1 or 2 more dragons in the deck, but I just can't figure out what to cut from it, so maybe this package is simply optimal. Having just 6 dragons does mean that when you have Scale Riders in here, when you have these Netherbreaths in here, you have cards that rely on having dragons in hand. Graced Netherwing's effect also relies on having dragon in hand. Then you have to be a little bit careful about playing your dragons. Sometimes you have to hold on to a dragon, if you have a synergy card especially, and just so that you will be able to activate it. And another thing is running a zoo deck with Graced Netherwing, so a board clear style effect. I know some people occasionally have put like Hellfire in zoo, which has been quite nonsensical, but the Graced Netherwing works better than Hellfire, because it also develops that 5/5 body, so you're not totally giving up initiative when you play Graced Netherwing, so it's better than just having something like Hellfire in the deck. It also gives you a little bit of reach, and then there's the Netherbreath that also can give you a little bit of reach, instead of running something like Soulfire. So overall I think that the deck is running a very tight ship when it comes to the number of dragons, and that means that there are a lot of difficult decisions to make on when to actually play dragons and when to hold back dragons in order to activate synergies. But I haven't been able to come up with anything better, so maybe Makee2 has actually landed on the perfect composition for a budget deck of this type. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell icon to get notifications when new videos come. I also live stream on Twitch 6 days a week, check down below in the description for a link to my Twitch channel. And now, let's go take a look at Makee's Budget Dragon Zoolock in action. Let's have some fun. I don't think I'm keeping the Netherwing and the Netherbreath here. I'll just check if I can find the Scrap Imp. How many dragons were there? There's Netherwings, Faewings. 6 dragons, right? That's a bit of an issue. Because now if I play the Fairy Dragon, I am not guaranteed to find another dragon in the near future.
The fires of vengeance burn bright.
I think I'm just tapping here, because I don't think I will find another dragon. So I don't think playing this disables the Netherbreath and the Scale Rider. There's a reasonable chance that I want to do one or the other next turn. Like this happens, and then I want to scale Rider down that Fairy Dragon right there. Which I would not have been able to do if I had played this Fairy Dragon, because then the dragon synergies are... they are pretty difficult to keep up with this deck. Because there are not a lot of... there isn't a lot for those. Oh, I did manage to pick up another dragon though. What I want to do here is I want to freeze that. And then I want to Beaming Sidekick this. So that he can't kill this with a Corrosive Breath. He can still value trade there, of course. Hellbore is a surprise. I probably need to tap here. That one's going to be useful next turn, but this turn is a Nether Breath over there. But I'll kill the Hellbore. Although it might be bad for me, we'll see. But I was a little bit concerned that there could be beast synergies. Maybe I should have just killed this. Because Hellbore could buff something like a Zigzor. We'll see. Now he drew a beast. Now he has a Zigzor. Well, the matron will kill the Zigzor, of course. So I'll play the matron. I will discard the Hand of Gul'dan. I will draw 3 cards. Then I'm going to give the matron Divine Shield. Like this, so that then it trades away that Zigzor, and then I play Voidwalker. But Zigzor Prime does put a bit of a timer on me, because I can't handle the Zigzor Prime. Still 2 cards left that the Hunter kept early on. Are there Mok'Nathals? Surely there are no Mok'Nathals. I mean, who knows? Snakes? Could be snakes. Could be Pack Tactics. Could be Explosive Trap. Tough. So he's contemplating between attacking or not. I mean, I guess it's always not, isn't it? Attacking just means that I have the one that I can then use. Yeah. And I still have to play around the potential Explosive Trap. I can't just go in. This is the least meaningful minion here. Give him a 3/3 copy of. I think I do want to kill the Porcupine, because he could have Mok'Nathal Lions in a deck like that. This might tank 2 hits if I don't kill it first. So I'm playing Scrap Imp. Bone Chewer. Shadow Weaver on that. Then I'll trade away that one. And this did tank 2 hits. I was hoping that 1 hit would land on the Bone Chewer as well, to give it more attack. This might be fine. But the problem is that if he finds Zigzor Prime, then that will instantly win the game. I don't have a way to deal 4 damage. The only upside is that he's very, very low on cards now. Ah, that was a good one. So was that? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. So I have to tap here. Another Scrap Imp. Really? This one has to trade away the dragon. I have the option to just play the Crazed Netherwing. I think I need to use these minions. Scrapimp is going to wake up, but I think this is just the way this goes. That one goes there. Grace Netherwind comes down. This one goes face. Then I'll have a 4-2 and a 5-5 on the board. And the Hunter has 1 card. And now even if that is 6 or Prime. It wasn't, but it was Bran. Bran's not bad. Spite Merchant is useless, we're tapping again. Need to Netherbreath the King Crush. Scrapping on the board. All of this damage is just going to face now. Put him down to 9. Set up potential lethal. Now there's 11 on board. He has 1 card. This 1 card has to do something immediately. It does. He can hit face and then the 1-1 can trade away the 3-1. So he will live at 1. I don't need the Expired Merchant, I guess. Play the Fairy Dragon, play the Nightshade Matron. Tap for another resource. Turned out to be that. But I still think... Like, I didn't want to lose like an evasive Fey-Wing there. I think that was okay. In that order. Now... 6 or Prime would have been exactly enough to clear this board. But nothing else will do. Alright, Scrapimp gamers now. This is Makee2's take on Budget Warlock. Is this coin Scrapimp? Why yes, yes it is. Face Hunterino. Even more important to coin the Scrapimp. Well, we get one big taunt. That's nice. Oh noes. Oh yes. Perfect top deck. We get 2 big taunts. So far so good. By playing this, that means that the Toxic Reinforcements would set back a turn. Which is excellent. I think I'm going for this one, right? Yeah, this is Bone Chewer Brawler. Guardian Orc Merchant. Trade away that one. So now this wakes up. If it hits here it dies, if it hits here it dies, if it hits there then it lives at 1, but... And he's still 2 more turns away from his reinforcements that it didn't manage to hit into the Divine Shield. Now I need to start going face. That's a 7-5 Fey-Wing. I think we're doing that one. That's going to the face. Is this one going to trade the Sand Trooper? Otherwise he might have spells to kill the Bone Chewer. Yeah, I think that one can trade the Sand Trooper away. That's probably acceptable. Also plays around something like Hero Power into Theron. Now this is just really difficult to kill this turn. Can it be done next turn, potentially? Can it be done this turn? No. Oh, by missing the hero power. Oh, but you don't want to miss the hero power. That was a perfectly fine hero power. Fine. Do I need the Crazed Netherwing to be active? That's 7. 3, 4, taunt, 4, 2. Yeah, I think it's expired Merchant now. Let's discard a hand. Get some more stuff again. Another Scrap Imp, but is this going to be... Maybe this game goes long enough for a Scrap Imp. I'll give it a try. I'm not really sure if this game goes long enough for a Scrap Imp. Playing Flame Imp would have set up lethal. I needed to set up lethal. I actually still have a lethal setup with the Crazed Netherwing here. Because that's 14 and then that would be 3. Alright. No lethal. The cards in hand, my hand is full. That's awkward.
I wonder if...
Maybe Voidwalker, Matron. Sidekick to give that one more health. Matron trades out one of those. Please go face. Next turn I have 7 from hand. And a lot from board, so man, there's nothing the face hunter can do. Okay. I might even try with something like this though. I should have Mulligan Doll for Scrap Imp. This was not correct. Mulliganing everything for Scrap Imp was correct. I was just a little bit intrigued by these can't be targeted things. That made me think that okay, that might be sweet. That Micro Mummy is actually really good there. Oh dear. This is not going too well. I don't have a great way to deal with that Micro Mummy. It's going to come back to...
Is it cold in the shadows?
Yeah, now this is really not going well. Ouch.
Is it cold in the shadows?
Yeah, this is just terrible. I wish I had mulliganed everything for a Scrap Imp. Top deck Hand of Cooldown. Maybe this will still be okay. And he doesn't have a Seal Fate, right? Yikes. So it's some kind of a Highlander Rogue. That Scrap Imp is too late. Yeah, this won't work. There's no way for me to win this game. I mean, the pure damage just coming in right now is too much. I can't do anything about it. I don't have reactive tools that could handle this situation. Yeah, that's just going to be lethal setup for next turn. So here, I don't... Oh, well, okay. Well, when a rogue draws like that, then you just lose. If I draw 2 Netherbrats, I kill both of these. Yeah, I'm alive. If that happens, we go for it. That's not 2 Netherbrats though. So I'm dead. Yeah, that one wasn't doable. Matron, Hand of Gul'dan. Don't need a Pharaoh Dragon for this. Okay. Nothing to do early on.
Thy blood be born again.
Yeah, I think we're jamming the Bone Chewer out there. Let's see what happens. I mean, Priest did keep everything. Now this is interesting. Because now I can actually protect the Bone Chewer from AoE. Which is good. But Penance can of course still do it.
Is it cold in the shadows?
Shadow Weaver. And more. Ah, no! That was actually so good. Now I can't protect the Bone Chewer. I still have to discard the Hand of Gul'dan and grab some cards. I just don't have enough mana to use them for anything. Alright. So he could Penance this and then trade there. But I just didn't have much that I could do about it, really. No Scrap Imps so far. That's surprising. So he could have like Death, I guess. Death would kill the Matron.
Thy blood be born again.
And then the Death.
Thy blood be born again.
That's a lot of invoking. If there's any Apotheosis copies anywhere, that's going to be pretty serious. I can't really play around Apotheosis now, can I? Not really, no. Just kill that one. Do I trade one of these away? 3-5 with Apotheosis. Still 2 cards left that the Priest kept. But they don't keep the small AoE against Warlock because everyone's playing Quest Warlock. So I might actually get away with the Flame Imp and try to hit face with these. Let's give it a try. The small AoE pieces don't do much. Apotheosis is always a threat, but I didn't feel like I can afford to play around it here. He didn't show signs of Apotheosis plays earlier. Shadow Madness is now generally cut from the lists, but it's still sometimes used. Okay, that wasn't bad at all. 3-4 mana. Now we're tapping. Then playing the Bone Chewer. Killing it Divine Shield. Playing a Flame Imp. Hitting face. Alright, we get Priest down to 12. There's 2 minions here that survive an AoE. But he could have multiple AoE pieces, of course. One more turn before the...
I will act as your scale.
Okay, that's nothing. Oh, that's a little bit better. Trade. Trade 7 to face. Priest lives at 5. I can push 3. That's not enough. So I'm tapping. Don't find a good answer. Then it's the trade, and the trade, and the trade over there. And these are going to the face. Priest goes down to 5. He can play Soul Mirror next turn, but this one doesn't die to a Soul Mirror. I think I'll play the Fairy Dragon out there. I don't want to play the Void Walker because then Soul Mirror becomes better. But there's Breath into Breath. Now Breath into Shadow Madness also works. Don't have a way to play around that one. But this is lethal. Nether Breath and Grace Netherwing. Boom. Dead Priest. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.